Hi ladies, my name is Leslie Jacot. I'm your Jamberry nail consultant, and today I'm going to be talking about how to put on your jams. So the application process has a few different steps. The first and most important is nail prep. So what I like to do is Jamberry has a cuticle remover pen, and what I do is I take that pen, I twist it off, and then I put the product right down along my cuticles, and then I let it soak there for about a minute. You don't have to wait that long. And then I go and I wash my hands once I have all my cuticles that have been soaking with the cuticle remover. Not necessary, but just personal preference. And then I go wash my hands with Blue Dawn soap, because that Blue Dawn really breaks down all the oils around my cuticles, and I focus on those cuticles. And then I have this that helps me remove those cuticles. So I'll kind of just get down there and I'll just kind of, like a scraping method, around my nail. I'll clean out underneath my nail. And I'll do that around all of my nails until I have them completely prepped and ready to go. The next step that I do is I take my buffer and I just go through. I've already done all this, but I go through and I buff all my nails. And then lastly, I take an alcohol wipe, and I take that wipe and I just go over all of my nails so that they're clean, they're sterile, they're ready to go for my jams. All right, the next step is the fun part. So today I'm putting on my edgy wraps, and I'm going to do this step by step for you, just like you would if you were applying your own. So what I do, you're going to want some scissors, you're going to want some tweezers, nail clippers, and then at the end you're going to need a cuticle pusher. All right, so the first thing that I do is I just kind of cut up the center of my wraps. And I go about 4 up because the thumb, I use the one that's a little bit higher. So now all I've done is I've split my nail wraps in half, and I'm ready to go. The very next step is I take off the nail wrap using the tweezers, because you don't want to get any oil on the wrap, because that'll, the oil will cause the wrap to not stay down as well. And then I have my fun Jamberry mini heater. You can use a blow dryer, but this is very convenient and super cute. And it's on and you can't even hear it right now. So I typically do my nails while I'm watching a TV show. Can't even hear it. What you want to do is put your wrap right in front of the heat source, whatever your heat source is, and keep it there until it starts to bend or curve. So now I have a wrap that is curved. Next, I'm going to just set it down on my nail and take off the tweezers. Okay, so it's there. It's not down all the way, but this tip I'm going to be cutting off, so now I can maneuver it around on my nail to see where I want to put it. So I just center it down in the center of my nail, and it may take a few little tries for you to get it. Once you have where you feel like it's centered, then you're going to push it down. So I'm a little particular, so I like to kind of play around and make sure it's where I want it before I push it down all the way. Okay, so now it's where I want it. I just have it sitting on my nail. Okay, the next step is I push down. Let me get where you can see me. I push down on the nail wrap, down, and then I push up. And I push out. Okay, really, the focus is to get that on your nail wrap or on your nail where it's down all the way, okay? You really want it secure around the edges. So once I have that down, and I just want to make sure I have it where there's no bubbles, I don't feel any ridges or anything, If there are ridges, the great thing about these nail wraps is they're very durable. So you are actually able to kind of pull the nail wrap around to make sure there's no bumps or ridges before you do any more cutting, because this is a good way for you to kind of maneuver in the nail wrap. Again, they're very durable. They withstand a lot. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I have this on here and I just cut off close to my nail. And then the next step is I take my clippers and I just simply clip right down on my nail. And I clip around to get the shape that I want. Just like that, if you can see. Okay, all right, the next step is I go back to my mini heater or whatever heat source you have, turn it back on, heat it up, okay, and then focus on those edges one more time, really pushing down and making sure that you have them down all the way. Now, I'm going to do another one just so you can kind of see what they look like, okay? There it is so far. Nail wrap number one. Now, the great thing about Jamberry nail wraps is they have a clear backing. And the clear backing is a great way for you to be able to see what wrap is going to fit on your nail the best. It's always better to err on the side of too small than too big, because you don't want it touching anywhere along the side of your skin or on your cuticles, because that oil will cause the nail wrap to lift. So I go through and I find, all right, my ring finger always takes the third nail wrap, and as you get to know the wraps for yourself, you'll know which nails normally go with which nail wrap. Okay, I put it in front of my heat source again. It's curled, and now it's ready to go on my nail. I just set it down. This one curled up a lot. All right, set it down, and then I try and place it on my finger where it's centered before I do any type of pressing down any further. Okay, so I'm still kind of messing with it. I know that you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I need, all right, so here it is just set down on my nail. And now it's ready for me to push. So again, I'm pushing down around the cuticle, and then I push up and out. I'm pushing up and out, okay? This helps you not get any bumps on your nail wraps. Okay, once you know that you have that where it feels nice and tight on your nail, and you see that it's not on any cuticles, then you can go to cut it. Again, if you need to kind of pull, as I get to my bigger nails, they're a little more rounded. And with those rounded nails, you may need to kind of stretch it a little bit to fit it all the way on, so that you don't get any of those bumps and ridges on there. You really want it to stay down or be smooth before you do anything else, so that you have the best application possible. Next, I just trim it down around the nail, use my clippers, and clip it the rest of the way. I know it's hard for you to see exactly what I'm doing. Then, once you have it clipped, you can go back through and make sure it is down all the way. Okay, I'm just going to clip this a little bit more so that it's where I like it. Okay, there's the next one. All right, now there is another method. So the bagging method is another method to really get your nail wrap to stay down around, especially around the tips. So what I do for this method is just get a plastic bag. I wrap the nail wrap around it, pull it tight down around the nail, And then I set it in front of the heat source. Basically, you put it in front of the heat source until you can't handle it anymore. You just really want it to get warm and be able to pull down on it so that it is really, that adhesive is really sticking down onto the nail and you get a good seal. All right, there, it's starting to get pretty warm. Okay, oh yeah, that's good. All right, so it's on there and then I pull off away from it. And then I'm able to just go back and really focus on the nail. Okay, I have one more trick that I do that I want to share with you. This is my favorite way to make sure all of my nail wraps are on and staying down. I've had the best results with this. You're going to need to get a metal cuticle pusher. And then I just put it in front of my heat source and get it really warm. Don't burn yourself. I've done it before. You just need to be very careful. But this, okay, once I feel that it's warm, I take it and I literally just go around my entire nail, really focusing on the sides, the edges, and then the top. And that metal heats up that nail wrap where it stays and it sticks it down. And I have had the best results with that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish my nails and then I'll show you what the final product is in just a minute. All right, ladies, it's been about 20 minutes later and my nail wraps are completely on. As you can see, these are super fun, they're super edgy, and I love them. This is how much I have used from one sheet. So one manicure, I still have all these left. These two up here I can use for a pedicure. Use these as the big toe, these for the small toes if I want to, or I can do something totally different. It just is up to me. So here they are. If you have any questions, please comment in the section below, and I'd love to hear what you think about our Jamberry nail wrap. So jam on it.